On May 2nd, 2023, I managed a 150 pound hang at the body weight of 150 pounds for 5 seconds. On June 24th, 2023, I managed a 165 pound hang at a body weight of 148 pounds for 5 seconds. Quick math indicates that's a 15 pound plus of finger strength in approximately 53 days, give or take. And I'm going to chronicle everything I did that led up to that point, and I'm not sure everything I did worked, but I will mention the things that I did that worked and just the things I did in general, and hopefully you glean something from this. Here we go. So after May 2nd ended, I basically entered a projecting phase where I did nothing but did outdoor bouldering projects. And after a while of projecting, on May 25th, I finally landed my first outdoor V10. Yay! I then quickly went on to a new project, projecting it until June 10th. And I used the word project very deliberately because I wasn't doing a lot of climbing. Technically speaking, I was doing more so falling. A lot of falling on the same move over and over and over again. After 10 sessions of falling off of this boulder problem, I finally had enough. I was too weak. It took me 10 whole sessions to realize I was just too weak. I thought if I could be a technical masterpiece. No, I was too weak. Every time I went there, I thought I had a chance of doing it. And then 20 minutes into the session, and I realized maybe I have a chance of doing it. And then after an hour, I realized I had no chance of doing it. And then after an hour, 1 minute, I thought, well, maybe if I practice it, I might have a chance tomorrow. And so I trained on it by doing 2 to 3 hard reps on the crux move, followed by 5 minutes rest. And I did sets of that. And I just did so many sets that my biceps would start cramping up. And then once I got used to my biceps cramping up, I still fell. And I basically repeated this formula for 10 full sessions. And what I came to quickly realize was I was just doing max isometric contractions on the crux move for 10 whole sessions. And it just wasn't fun anymore. And I don't know if it was ever fun to begin with, honestly. The thing that drove me was the idea that if I sent this boulder problem, then my climbing would have leveled up. But I never sent it, so I never leveled up. And so it was time to force that level by entering my training arc. I elected to focus on 5-second hangs for no particular reason besides the fact that I like 5-second hangs. I told myself I would do 5 sets of 5-second hangs at all out max intensity at about 80-90% of my previous 1 rep max, which is 150 pounds, at the start of each climbing session that I had. Afterwards, I would do a normal climbing session, and then I would go home, and then I would do a climbing session on the home wall. Here's a video of my training if you want to see. And I was absolutely stunned because when I first started hangboarding again, I was very, very weak. 135 pounds felt very monumentally heavy for me, and so I oftenly had to chip it down to like 120 or 125 pounds. And then I was also thinking to myself, how did I ever manage to hang 150 pounds? What a mystery. So after about 4 to 5 sessions of doing this new training protocol, I went to the gym one day feeling absolutely horrible, garbage, not great. In fact, I haven't felt that horrible in eons, one would say, but I still had to hit my 5 sets, so I warmed up very slow. And then at around 135 pounds, I started to feel good. Not good like I could climb hard, but good like I could try hard. So I added another 5 pounds, rested 5 to 7 minutes, did my hang, and I just repeated this process until I got up to 165 pounds. And at this point in time, I obviously did more than 5 sets, but I was feeling really good, so I just wanted to push it. And now again, keep in mind that each increment of 5 pounds felt extremely hard. None of it ever felt easy. So we're at 165 pounds now, and the strangest thing happened. I dry fire off the hangboard, which has never ever happened to me in the history of me hangboarding ever. And the fact that I dry fire off just let me know that 165 pounds for 5 seconds, that's all I had, which is fine. So in 53 days, I added 15 pounds to my max hang and lost 2 pounds, but losing weight is a different video for a different time. And I think a big part of my sudden increase in finger strength has to do with the fact that I was very de-trained when it came to hangboarding, as in I didn't do weighted hangs in over at least maybe a year and a half, because I was busy doing other forms of training. And when I got back into it, it took a while for my body to reacclimate itself to it, and once it did, I became proficient again at hangboarding, along with muscle memory kicking back in, which gave me a little bop boost kind of like beginner gains when it came to hanging. I want to say that I also believe that a big part of this enhanced finger strength comes from my home board sessions on the 40-degree wall. And the way I have it set up is that the problems are on bigger holds that require more finger engagement, not so much small crimping, but more like just big squeezing on the holds. And I feel like that active engagement of the squeeze really helped me on my hangboarding. What I mean is when I hangboard, I don't hold it, I actively squeeze my finger as if I'm trying to make a fist, and my upper back and my elbows and all that is engaged as if I'm trying to do a weighted pull-up. And this active muscular engagement definitely helps me hold the weight a lot better versus just a very passive hang. And I don't think projecting outdoor did anything for my increase in muscular strength. I think what it did do was help me climb better outdoors, but it didn't make me stronger in generally speaking. I'm definitely the type of climber that gleans more climbing benefit via training than from actual climbing. That being said, I think I'm gonna add more training to my training menu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, partner.